Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm showing you everything's been added, changed and fixed in Minecraft Snapshot 23w18a. So if you like Minecraft videos like this one, then please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft web-related videos like this one in the future. So this video is a live stream at the same time as well, which is why there's no editing in this video at all. We'll go through all the changes, additions and features of this new snapshot, including a new advancement, some new sounds, but also an 11-year-old bug that has been fixed. So let's get started with that new advancement first. And it's related to the chiseled bookshelf. So this advancement is an adventure advancement, and you get it by taking a redstone signal output from a chiseled bookshelf using a comparator. So let's see how that works. We put in a redstone comparator behind a chiseled bookshelf, and that's all you need to do. You don't even need to put any books inside of the chiseled bookshelf. It's just this bookshelf comparator, and you get the power of the books, or no, the power of books. Read the power signal of a chiseled bookshelf using a comparator. If we press L, we can see our advancements. It's right here under the Adventure tab. The power of books, read the power signal of a chiseled bookshelf using a comparator. Of course, last week we already had 7 new advancements. If you want to know what those are, then watch my video on last week's snapshot. Link to it will be in the top right hand side of your screen if you're watching the video. So that is the new advancement. Now let's move over to the changes in this snapshot. The first of which is related to the smithing table, and this is a very, very welcome change. So let's grab a smithing table, and let's also grab a smithing template along with some materials. So that's not material, no, let's grab some emeralds, for example, and some armor. So let's say a netherite chest plate. So previously you had to put in the smithing template first, like this, before you could put in the other two types of so the armor and the crystal, or the material. But you can now put in these immediately. You can see you can put in the emerald first and also the armor. That's completely fine. You can put those in immediately and then put in the template afterwards. So it's all very, very simple now. Because previously, if you tried to put in any armor over here, it wouldn't work unless you put in a template first. And so a similar thing works with if you're trying to upgrade your netherite armor to, or your diamond armor to netherite. So for example, like this, diamond chest plate, put it in first, put in the netherite ingot first, and then the template, and it automatically works just like that. Very, very simple, but a very welcome change indeed. Then they've also now added the jukebox to the redstone blocks tab, so that is right there now as well. Along with it's of course also in functional blocks right there. Alright, then there's also some changes to step sounds apparently. So they say that walking on a block will now always play a step sound. So it was previously not the case if you're walking on the edge of a block or with air or fluid next to it. So let's say you were walking on this grass over here, but on the very edge of the block like this, it wouldn't make any noise if you walked like this. But now we can see in our top, in our bottom right, footsteps in our subtitles. And so that works perfectly fine even if we're walking on the edge of the block. I can try to increase the sounds a bit to make you hear it, but of course footstep sounds are always very, very quiet. But we can try, so let's actually increase the volume a bit. We can do that in here. And then maybe you can hear the footstep sounds if we walk on top of some amethyst, because that's always one of the nicest sounds in the game. And I'm sorry, Pig, you're probably just gonna have to go because you're making way too much noise. I'm very sorry. There's another one. Let's just move over here a bit. We can spare that sheep. Alright, so now let's walk on the block. You can very faintly hear the footstep sounds, but even if we walk on the side of the block, over here, you can still hear the footstep sounds. That's the change there. And there's a related change as well. So if you're walking on the ocean floor, it will still produce a step sound. However, this will be lower pitch and volume as well. So your step sounds now also work if you're walking underwater on the different types of blocks. Then next to this, there's also quite a few technical changes in this snapshot. And so most of these are related to advancements, loot tables, and telemetry. So quickly skim over this, but I'm not too familiar with all of this. So if you're interested in this, I suggest you just read through the patch notes I'll leave linked in the description down below. So first of all, the data pack version is now 15. And then as for the advancement trigger changes, there's now a recipe crafted advancement trigger, and some formats of other triggers have been changed. As for loot table condition changes, they've renamed alternative to any off, and they've added all off. As I say, I'm not quite sure what that means, but you can read through that for yourself. And there's also updates to telemetry. A new property has been added to every event, launcher name, and the world loaded event now has a new property, realms map content. They've added also 2 new opt-in telemetry events, game load times, and advancement made. So hopefully this can make custom maps a whole lot better as well. Alright, and then we'll move on to the bugs that have been fixed in this snapshot. One of which is actually MC1133, which means it is very, very old. In fact, 11 years old is what they mention. And there's a helicopter moving over my house. Alright. Anyway, so this bug is whether or not a player experiences some effect is calculated based on the block under the center of the player instead of the block they're actually standing on. So this is also related to the footstep sound we already saw before. But now you should be able to detect which block the player is standing on, even if they're standing off the side of the block like I am right now. It was now calculate the properties based on the block below the center of my player, instead of the block I'm actually physically standing on. So that bug has now been fixed. There's another older bug that has been fixed as well, which is related to slime cubes and magma cubes. So both these mobs were not affected by the jump boost potion effect, but they should now be affected. So let's take a look at that. Let's summon in a slime and also a magma cube. Magma, there they are. And let's grab a potion of leaping. So let's grab jump boost 2. And let's see if this is now actually working. So we'll summon in a couple of slimes and give them this jump boost potion. It doesn't seem like they're jumping too much higher. Yeah, they definitely are. Okay. It's just a jump boost 2 is not that extreme. We can probably increase that a bit. If we go over here and slash effect, give the nearest entity that is type a magma cube and give them jump boost for, well, for example, 10 seconds with a level of, let's say 50, and hide the particles. So is he gonna do it? Is he gonna jump? He won't jump now, right? Oh! Yeah, okay. So jump boost now definitely works on both magma cubes and slimes. There we go. Very, very nice. That was a bug that has been fixed in this snapshot. As for all the other bugs fixed in this snapshot, they are most related to previous snapshots. And the hitboxes of sniffers are now not adjusted when they lay down. That should be fixed now. Skulk sensors will no longer detect players walking between carpet and wool. And there's quite a few other of these bugs. If you want to read through all the bug fixes, I'll leave the links to the patch notes in the description down below, so you can check those out for yourself. That is pretty much it for this snapshot. It's a bit of a smaller snapshot, which means we're getting over to the full release for Minecraft 1.20 very, very soon. We'll probably see the first pre-releases getting released maybe next week or maybe the week after. Let's see what happens there. Anyway, if you want to get updated on more Minecraft 1.20 news, then please make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft 1.20 videos in the future. But anyway, there we go. That's pretty much it. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope to see you all in the next ones. Until then, bye bye!